before that happens again. Boom. Oh, is this an up guy or down guy? Yo. Don't worry. Guys, Korosu suddenly easy. I'm gonna watch this quick. We're only close as long as we're close, he said, knowing that they were both close and far away. We're only close as long as we're close, he said, knowing. Oh, I can hear my lisp in there because I'm tired, but that's pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, we got in there. The chucks scared me for a moment, but I was good. We kept our composure. I was just like, I see stuff that's falling. Fuck it. And then I got like four jumps into this level, and then now I can't get this stupid first one again. So I think I jump early. I need to jump earlier. Is that what I'm doing? It's like a regrab. We knew that was happening. We knew that. As soon as I went, I knew it was like, oh, yeah, Kaizo there. Oh, Kaizo there. Yo. Type 2 with the 100 bits. Oh, this. Yo. I know why you like this level now. I know why you like this level now. Literal cancer. Dude. This level's fun. What's going on, Adrian? Or Adrian? Fuck. I'm about to call it a night here in a second. I gotta go to bed, but we're having fun. We beat a level. We're dominating this level. We're kicking its butt. Hopefully gonna be back with some horror shit tomorrow. I want one more good run. One more good one. Past that little. What was that? What was that? Yo, the thwomp jump is a regrab. What is this? What is this? Nothing much, man. We're just hanging out. I gotta go. I gotta get up super early for work tomorrow, so we're not playing late tonight. But we will play late tomorrow night with some horror stuff. So hopefully, if I have to take a nap in the afternoon or whatever the case may be, hopefully tomorrow night we're just raging, man. Tomorrow night we're raging. Alright, we'll give it 5 more lives. 5 lives. No matter what happens. Right, 1 life. Two lives? Okay, sure, whatever. Although that would be a sick place for a hiding spot. Chris G, 3 lives. Chris G, you missed out. 4 lives. That would have been sick. Stealing that for Type 2's level. Alright, that's it. 5 lives. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. We'll save state so that we can play this next time. I don't know. We'll try to get back to some Mario sometime this weekend. Visage, hopefully tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night will be what we jump onto as Halloween grows nearer. Come in, even if you like horror, it's gonna be a great game. If you don't like horror, come in. We'll have fun. We'll have awesome. This better not be a 3 or 4 or 5 room castle because, like, that's already too much for me at the moment. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys all tomorrow, and we'll have some fun. So, yeah, thanks. Have a good night, and have a good Thursday. Bye, guys. Boom, boom. Oh, he went down already? Damn. Damn. Why didn't you update? There we go. I don't know why it doesn't do that sometimes. Too much, man. Too much. Boom. That's like a regrab, I think, maybe. Oh, that's ugly. Ugly. That's an ugly jump. Ugly jump. Disagree. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Come on. Come on. Horse. Horse crap. All the things that are going wrong. Bam. Don't. Come on. Yo, Barbara's doing Lunar Magic right now. I should just not stream and watch Lunar Magic. Get some ideas. Boom. Oh, you fuck. I think if you run up and stop right there, it's okay. Fingers are all. Fingers is jacked. Finger jacked. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Get out of here, man. What the hell? boom, boom. My stream is not definitely not offline. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that was interesting to me. Too early. I was one too early. Man, I choked on like some soda earlier. Like I inhaled it instead of swallowing it by accident, and um, it didn't go well. Boom, boom. So good. Felt good. Felt good. Wish it was better. That was a weird clip. Frost rip. Scam likely. It's calling me. Boom. So this is Super Mario World, the Super Nintendo game, and it is basically it's kind of modded. It's I guess modded is it's called it's a ROM hack. So you take the read-only memory from oh my god, you take it's screen wrapping. You take the read-only memory from Super Mario World, and you put it into a program called Lunar Magic, and you can basically build your own Mario game. So it's kind of like Mario Maker came out after people started doing ROM hacks, and to actually included a lot of stuff that people were doing in ROM hacks. So the Mario community is kind of just like, no, the Mario community is basically like, yeah, they ripped off our idea, but like the Mario community ripped off Mario first. I don't know. So, but yeah, this is like Super Nintendo, like old school. Oh, damn, man, damn. What's going on? How's your Thursday going? It's Thursday, right? I hope it's Thursday. If it's Thursday, that means I'm off tomorrow, which is exciting. It's almost Halloween. We're gonna do a late stream tonight, hopefully, depending on when Microsoft ever wants to release Visage, however you want to pronounce it. I think it's Visage. So if that comes out at 9, 10 o'clock tonight, we'll probably do that for a couple hours. Just playing games, man. It was a rough day at work, so just taking some steam out. Took a break for a little bit, took some rest. Normally I do like a 2-hour stream in the afternoon, but just couldn't do right away today. Just ate some food, hung out, relaxed. My work sucks a little bit because like when you take a day off or take like a week off or something, there often isn't like because we have projects to work on. So most of the time it's like, okay, well, your project just gets backed up until you get back. There isn't like, it's not like, oh, well, Dave's gonna work on it while you're gone. That only happens like in very rare circumstances where like things are urgent. And oftentimes in some of these situations, they will, oh shit, they'll ask like, hey, can you get this done before you go, like on PTO or whatever, so that we don't have to worry about it next week. That's kind of what happened today. There was two like urgent issues that came up that I had to deal with today, on top of like two things where someone was like, hey, I need you to do this before you leave. So it was good. Gonna go find a food truck tomorrow that I like really I like, but my wife hasn't tried before, so that'll be fun. Get ready for Halloween. Just overall relax, man. How's college? Have you learned anything more yet? Better? Learned anything? I don't want to say better. My favorite food truck is called the American Flying Buffalo, and they have really good wings. But every time I've had them, I've never actually had their wings. They sell um, fried rice and chicken lo mein there, and that is it's good. It's good stuff, man. All the sodium you could ever want in your life is in those things. Ah, it's a regrab right there. But yeah, they change their menu every once in a while. The first actually they're famous for their wings, but um oh nice. Yeah, that's how it was. If you like have advanced classes in high school and stuff, high school, middle school, like a lot of that stuff is what um a lot of that stuff is what the building blocks are in college. And it's a little like sad because like a lot of colleges nowadays, because the education system in America is so okay, sure. The education system in America is so not even messed up, but disjointed. Like different states teach different things, different cities teach different things. It all depends on your district sometimes. Like because there's so many different things that are taught and taught in different ways, when colleges like you get to college and college is like, all right, well, we gotta teach you the way that like the world expects you to learn these things. And like that's tough. Like the way that they do math, like colleges are having to reteach like basic math because of whatever their new thing is that doesn't work. Which like I'm not against the new. I'm not the the new way. Yeah. It depends. My economics teacher taught me how to taught us how to do taxes, but like people weren't paying attention. The biggest problem with that, right, is that the average teenager doesn't care about that stuff. So even if they taught it, most kids wouldn't pay attention, right? The ones that like would, like I learned we talked like taxes like one day in my economics class in high school. Shit, should have waited. And like I learned a little bit about it, but most people probably didn't. especially because our economics teacher sucked. He was like one of those like I'm gonna be your friend teachers instead of like actually teaching. So his idea of teaching was like, here's a quiz. I'm gonna write all the answers on the board. Don't look at the board unless you need to. And people still got D's in that class, D's and F's. I mean, I don't know, but whatever. Ah, come on. But yeah, the like that's one of the things that like, at least in like the United States is too busy arguing over whether to teach religion or teach evolution or how about like how should sex ed be taught and all that stuff, and they're not like worrying about things that matter. It's like ideally all of that should be uniform anyways. But that then you get into like how do private schools operate? Like what rules do they operate under and all that stuff, you know? Ah, we almost had it. We almost had it, man. But yeah, that's like education in America is so vastly different from even classroom to classroom within the same school, right? You have one teacher, you have the same like history class, right? Same exact history class, but you have two teachers. Well, I mean, unless they're like best friends or like siblings or something like, you know, whatever, like they're gonna have two different outlooks on history. They're gonna have two different outlooks on how to teach stuff. Yeah, but see, that's where like learning stuff on YouTube is great for some things. But what if like and this is where society has come to a point of like a problem, right? Is like you can watch stuff on YouTube, but other than like you trusting that person on YouTube, how do you know what they're saying is correct, right? Like, you listen to someone that has a PhD? Do you listen to someone that has years of experience? Does their like video look fancy? Like, you know, that kind of stuff is like, how do you know who to listen to and like what to pay attention to? Like in school, you know, okay, my teacher is my teacher. They're teaching me like they're the authority on the subject, which they're not sometimes. But like then you get into like YouTube and other stuff. Like me, like I tell you all kinds of stuff about life. I'm not an authority on it. I just figure things out as I go. Paying taxes, I read the paperwork they give me, and then at the end of the year, I go into the tax lady who is the professional, the lady that has spent her whole life doing this, and tell her, here's my paperwork. You tell me how much money I owe or how much money I'm getting back. You know, so like stuff like that. The mortgage when I bought my house, my parents hadn't bought a house in like ever. I don't think mom and dad had bought a house ever. Mom bought her house from grandma and grandpa when they moved. She just took over like the mortgage or took out her own mortgage to buy whatever the house was worth. I don't know, whatever that was, or whatever they owed on it. You know, I talked to my brother about it, and he gave me some like pointers and stuff. But like a lot of it was just like me trying to figure things out, talking to the realtor, like, is this a good price? Like, I don't know. The realtor could have been a jackass and like made me pay 10,000 more than I needed to or whatever. So I mean, it's just life experience for most of that stuff, right? Because there isn't like a real authority. I mean, there should be a real authority, but there really isn't a real authority. Yo, we did it. That was a bummer. That Goomba jump is hard. I forgot there was block there. Sometimes, like, I watch other YouTubers and like streamers and stuff, and I'm just like, how do you forget? How do you forget there's a Kaiser block there? And then I start playing Mario, and I'm like, oh, that's how you forget this Kaiser block there. You get into talking, yeah, your finger slips, whatever the case may be. You just get into like doing stuff, and then like your mind just wanders, and you're like, oh yeah, can't jump that way. Yeah. I missed it. So, but yeah, I mean, I think a lot about college and like just like your first couple years of like being at a high school, potentially living on your own, like that stuff is all about like learning how you want to live your life and learning like what it takes to do that. Right? So if you want to have a lot of cool stuff, like you got to make sure you have income for that. Like if you want to live in a nice house, you got to make sure you have income for that. If you want to travel a lot, find a job that allows you to do that, or you know, find income for that. Like, but maybe get a job that travels. Obviously, right now, that's not most places that do like travel as part of the job are not traveling. I know my work has a whole position that's just like we go to hospitals all around the country, and right now they're not doing that. They're doing all their stuff from home. So, like that too, like you just got to figure out like what you just got to figure out what works for you. And like that's kind of what I think that's what college is about, just figuring out what you enjoy doing. And my mom and dad were like I always got like a little bit of like leeway to like figure things out on my own, make my own mistakes, all that kind of stuff. But like especially when I got to college, it was like they weren't asking me about like going to class. Like they asked me occasionally if I'm like home during the middle of the day when I'm supposed to be at class. They'll be like, "Why didn't you go to class today?" And I'll be like, "Oh, well, I didn't have class today," or "Oh, I woke up late and then I wasn't gonna make it, so I just didn't go," or whatever the case may be. But like, you gotta I think that you gotta learn to be responsible for like take responsibility for your own actions and everything, your own life, and that's what I think college really should teach you. If anything, it's like, okay, like you learn, yes, you theoretically are learning about your career path, but you're also learning more about like being a responsible individual, right? No one, I mean, well, I don't know, like some parents are like making sure you're going to class and stuff, but like most people, no one's making sure you're going to class. Like teachers aren't going to check up on you and be like, "Hey, remember you have this homework assignment due tomorrow," or whatever. Like they tell you, "Hey, you got a homework assignment due on the 30th," and that's it. Occasionally they'll like remind you in class or whatever, but I had some teachers who'd never talked about homework at all. They were just like, hey, it's on the website. You guys need to look there and turn your stuff in. We're not talking about it during class. If you want to talk about, like, if you need help or you want to talk, like, discuss something, like, we can talk after class or at office hours. It's like, okay. So, like, those kind of classes, like, that, you're being responsible. Like, my job that I have now, like, most of the time, people will say, like, sometimes people will ask me, like, how things are going or whatever, but, like, most of the time, someone's like, hey, I need you to do this. And I'm like, all right, I'll do it by the end of the week. And then I don't hear about it until the end of the week. And it's like, it's either done, and I'm saying, hey, I've done this. Can you check to make sure it's good or whatever? Like, can you test this out? Or, Friday comes, and I get an email going, hey, I thought you were going to do this by Friday. Yeah, we use D2L. We were like, I think D2L had been around for like 2 or 3 years before I got there. Uh, wow. Wow. I didn't even realize there was a Kaizo there. Damn. That is nuts. Hold on, I want to clip that shit. Alright. So, but like, yeah, like that stuff. We didn't, not a lot of my, like, we did like turning in papers and stuff on D2L, and like class scheduling, I think, was on UAccess, maybe. But oh, but we did a lot of our stuff just like, I forget what we did. Maybe UX. Maybe we use UAccess a lot. Yeah, I had a lot of all my writing classes did D2L. But I mean, so I had one of the first things that like you learn more about yourself too, right? Like you learn about the things that you like, and you learn about the things that you're just doing because you have to. So why am I hitting this all of a sudden? So like I when I went into college, I wanted to do engineering, and so I took like some engineering stuff and everything, and like it wasn't. I think I told you a story, but like it wasn't what I wanted to do. Like the classes that I was looking at, like everything just seemed like I was like, I guess I'll go to class today. Um, I'm not. I don't like this. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, well, it's only 4 more years, and it's like, well, it's only 4 more years, but if I get a degree in engineering, like, then I'm doing engineering the rest of my life, right? And so, you kind of think about those things. It's like, okay, well, what do I want to do for the next 40 years? Provided that I don't win the lottery, or provided that I don't just play video games, for money or anything like that. So, and that's kind of where, like, taking different classes and, like, looking at different stuff just really, um, really helps, I think. I took my computer science class because I was like, well, I kind of like computers. And I took it with some friends, and I was the only one who actually liked it. And so that's what I got my degree in, basically. So, I mean, it my freshman year, first semester, because we had in high school we had to be there at 7, right? So I figure, oh well, if I had to be there at 7, and the high school's right down the street, I could do a 7:30 class. I could do a 7:30 English class. Well, didn't realize. I forget often. I forgot at the time because I was 18. I was dumb. That campus is a 20-25 minute drive away from the house, and then you got a park, and then you got to walk, and it's class leads into winter. Mornings are cold, all that stuff. So like, whereas if I was going to in high school, dude, I can't believe I hit that again. In high school, you're like, okay, well, I'm getting out of bed at 6:45, and I'll be there by 7. Getting out, if I shower the night before, 6:45, throw some clothes on, boom, out the door. Then you get to, college, and it's like, okay, 6:45, I'm out the door at 7. You're just like, oh, hey, I'm 45 minutes late to class now. It's kind of Sebastian. I miss school though. Might go back to get like a master's degree someday, but I don't know what I would get it in, or like I don't know what I would get a higher degree in, because my degree, nothing. I mean, my degree is all based on experience, right? Like if you're doing computer stuff, no one cares if you have a master's degree in computer science. They care about how many years have you done, how many certifications do you have, like that stuff. So, I don't know that going back to school would benefit me at all. You clean some of the inside of your car. Did you take the seats out yet? No! Yeah, time management is key, but I don't know, just have fun, learn about yourself. If you take a class you don't like, it's fine. If you take a class you do bad in, that's fine. Don't make it like like don't do bad in every class. But if like you're struggling with a class, like unless it's like something that's super required for what you want to do, like you're like I want to be like I want to be a math major. I want to be a math teacher, but I can't pass algebra. Like that might be a problem. But like I took a geology class because I needed an extra science class, and I think I got like a C in it. I think like a B or a C or something like that, and like I hated it because rocks are boring. I mean, rocks are okay, but they're pretty boring. For the most part, rocks are boring. And like that was just how things went. Like I wish I could get past this part. I took an ecology class. I think the only D I got in college was I took an ecology class. I got a C in Calc 2 because it was still my freshman year, and it was still my freshman year. They have a class about memes. There's some like the gen ed classes are so bad, man. I had one about like Native American culture that was just like awful. I had one about gay and lesbian studies, like their history, and like it was just like a joke. Like it was such an easy A. And like I wish there was more that was involved with it, but it was just so easy. That was actually a really fun class. It was just super easy. Like I used that's I like to tell everyone I used Remember the Titans the movie as a reference in one of my papers for that, and I got 100% on it. So, but they have a Russian literature class about vampires and werewolves, or they did. It was like it's like RUS 436 or something like that. It was like Russian folklore, vampires and werewolves, which would be cool if you didn't have to know Russian to probably read it. Come on. Are you gonna do me like that, Goomba, bro? It just ran off. Math? Math will usually always help you, depending on what you're doing. And, math and logic, man. Do you know what you're gonna study yet? Do you have an idea? Ah. Oh, I just went past the nose. Jumped too early. I was looking at chat and jumped too early. Business administration. That's kind of cool. Yeah. I've been trying to get into like management at my place, and I just don't know, man. Don't know. There's just so much that, like, there's so much about it that's like very intriguing and like fun, but it's also like at the same time it's also very okay. I wasn't holding right because I was thinking like it's very I just don't know how, like I don't know how to put it right. Like this isn't like anything that like anyone that I know, but like when I think about like business, like thinking about like spreadsheets and like all the stuff that you have to do to it, like it just seems very like soulless. And I know that's like I know a lot of people that like my managers that I work with, my manager specifically, like they're not soulless, but like that's the vibe I get from it. And so like part of me is just like if I become a manager, like do I turn soulless? And it's like probably not. But you know, whatever. So I don't know. There's just like a lot that goes into it and everything. So what I've learned about being a business is like if you're a good speaker and you can sell, you have to be a good speaker and a good salesman, and you have to continually sell yourself. Not like sell yourself, but you have to sell yourself. um, because like you have to sell yourself in oh dude, I thought we had it. I thought we had it. You have to sell yourself in like so many ways every day, right? if you sell yourself for a job interview, and then if you're in, like, if you're a manager in a team, then you have to sell yourself to your team whenever you talk to them, and like have a certain like air of confidence and like all of that, like leadership every time you talk to someone. Um, and if you're in a role that's like client facing or something, then you have to sell yourself to the client. Shit. Like, hey, I'm the manager that's taking care of your thing. Like, don't worry, we're gonna take care of this. Like, it's not gonna be a problem. I wasn't ready for it. The timer was way faster than I was expecting. So, I don't know. It's just like one of those things that I picked up. Like, I still want to be management, but I just it feels just like going through all this stuff that you'd have to do on a daily basis just seems very tiring, and I'm already very tired. Business is like cutthroat too, man. It depends on your like view on everything, right? Like I have a friend who like doesn't even, he doesn't trust anybody. He's like, I'm not telling you my secrets. I'm not telling you nothing. Like, I'm not gonna help you. Like, we're not going to lunch. Like, all that stuff. But then, like, I'm pretty open, like, with all my stuff. And, like, I've been burned before. Just, like, you tell the wrong person something like, hey, I'm looking for a job. Or, hey, like, uh, can you cover for me? I'm gonna go, like, I got an interview today or something like that. Like, you tell someone like that, and then, like, word spreads or whatever. Do, 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 do. What time is it? Oh, well, that was yesterday. Sometimes I get like Twitter notifications about stuff, and it's stuff that like it's like, oh, this is a hot tweet from yesterday, and it's like, okay, well, like it's the afternoon of today. Why are you telling me? Like, especially if it's like a news tweet or something. Did you see this happened in the news? It's like, well, if I didn't, then obviously I'm not looking that hard. But I don't know. I'm always pretty easygoing and like willing to share stories and experiences with people because like I don't know, that's like the thing that like that's where I learn from. I learn from experience. So like if I can share my experience and say this is what happened to me, like you don't have to take those experiences, right? You don't have to take those experiences because what happened to me, like an experience is so variable in every way, right? Even with things that are supposed to be like the same for everyone. Just think about like going to the movies. If you and I go to the movies together and we're seeing the exact same movie, we're sitting right next to each other, we're eating the same food, like our experiences, they can be the same or similar, but they can also be very different. Oh, fuck me. Getting so close and not getting anywhere. Um, like I could like the taste of the popcorn more, you could not, and that could like ruin your movie experience. You could have to go to the bathroom. You know, the I could bring a jacket and you think it's cold because you didn't bring a jacket. Like that kind of stuff. That's all variable, and that's like just in one like setting that we're together. Oh, what's going on, Zayden? Dude, that fucking Kaiser block. Kaiser. Kaiser. Bow, wow. Bow, wow. Fuck. Ooh. Checking my work email, and I'm slowly getting more and more emails that I can't like read what they are. So it intrigues me since I'm off. Yeah, my daughter's getting big too. Climbs on stuff. She talks. She says no. Shakes her head no. Ready to go to bed? Beow. Alright. Alright, we'll do one more good run to the bullets. And then we will be out for the day. And then I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I don't know if I'm going to start Visage. I don't know if I'm going to start streaming before Visage comes out. Like, I don't want to, like, wait until 10 o'clock and then be like, oh, yeah, and then have it not come out, like, until, like, midnight or tomorrow morning or something. So, I don't know. We'll see what goes on. Alright. Alright, that's it. I wasn't holding right because I thought those were clouds. I wasn't paying attention. Even then, I had a really good run there, and that didn't work out. Oh, man. Meow. Yeah, I went ahead too early. My green screen's not working, but not. Well, it's working, but it's not as good as I'd like it to be. It's got like a little fade in it right now. I don't know what that's from. Is it like the side not in enough or something? I don't know. Let's see. That looks better, I think. Could be my shirt too. My shirt's like a greenish color. Could be messing with stuff. Went too early. All of a sudden, it's not working. Ooh. Oh, come on. Dude, that was brutal block. That was a brutal block. So if I'm like looking over at my computer screen over here, um, I'm just looking at election stuff. Election day is rough, man. It's like one of those things where you're like watching, like you've made like a call or something. Like it's almost like betting. I think almost like sports betting or whatever. Like you made your. I, I mean, I guess like not like betting because like in betting you don't necessarily get a chance to say like have a say in the outcome, right? But in the election, you do have a say in the outcome. But because the United States is so broken as a country, like honestly, the United States, like everyone talks about how like wants to talk about how America's great and all this stuff and everything, but like so many of the systems are so broken because they're so old and outdated. A lot of the systems that we have are generated for 13, 16, 20 state country where 5 of the states are mostly all farming. They don't have big cities. And nowadays, like every state has a major city. Mostly every state has like a major city, a major metropolitan area, or several, that have millions of people. And so the idea that an electoral college where certain parts of the country, um, your vote means more, is an outdated measure. I mean, it is what it is. It's what we live in, and until something changes, like that's what we have to live with. I've seen. I think I saw like out of the last six Republican presidents, only like two of them have won, or the last six presidential elections, only like one or two of them won. One out of six has won the popular vote, and I think that was Bush. Might have been Bush. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know if they changed their codes or something. I can ask my friend, but he's on vacation right now, so I don't know like when he would get back to me. Fuck! Come on. Shit, that was what I wanted to do. But I don't know. I'm less worried about like the presidential election. I'm more worried about like the Senate and all that stuff. House. Yeah, dude. Less than it's a week from today. A week from today, it should be here. Microsoft did a tweet earlier today that if you have a pre-order and you've been charged, you should expect it on the 10th. So I'm drinking a Hurricane. It is a bunch of fruit juice and some rum because that's the kind of night we're going for tonight, man. This is we're in for a rough week, just with all the political stuff going on. No, I should have went. I should have went. That would have been fine. So, I got some work stuff going on that's like not particularly fun. Just for me in general. Some life stuff going on. This is not particularly fun for me in general. All right, after this next death, we will look up some election stuff. We'll get a refresher on what's happened in the last 10 minutes. Shit. Let's see. 11 new posts. So it looks like the election's going to come down to Georgia, North Carolina, Georgia North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. So Georgia has had problems with reporting, and they also had some stuff that happened in Atlanta. They had a water main break, so they couldn't. Their polling location is like all nuts. North Carolina is super close, like basically neck and neck. And then Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin are slow reporting, So, um, we wouldn't expect to hear results of those. But I mean, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be super close. I like it. It's like it's sweet and like fruity, but also has like a kick to it, and it. You know. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, come on. I highly doubt we beat this level because you didn't play with Aaron tomorrow. That's cool, man. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll probably play Mario the rest of the week, honestly, just because, or like maybe something on the computer, like maybe some Pillars of Eternity or Legend of Heroes or some shit like that, you know. Just because I think I'm pretty much done on the Xbox and the PS4. I don't want to start something that I'm not going to be able to finish in like a day or two. So maybe like the grind is real on this level. What's going on, Agent? How are things? How is the school? Aw, I finally clipped that corner. I haven't clipped that corner once. I finally clipped it. Nah. Taking a break from schoolwork. I am drinking the night away with all of our election nonsense. And if you guys want a civics lesson on how elections work and all that nonsense, I can go into that. But, you know, just haven't had a drink in a while. So, figured if there was ever a night to like break out the hard alcohol, man, it's tonight, right? Elections are so weird, man. Just, and not necessarily like elections in general, but like the way that America runs elections is fucking weird. Other places do weird elections too, but America's is special. I did it again, man. I did it again. I wonder how close we are to the end right there. Because this is a pretty substantial level, I think. We're doing a pretty substantial, like, effort right here. Excuse me. Like, just politics in America are very, very interesting. Like the way that everything is done, you know. So there's a place called smwcentral.net. You have to have a emulator, some sort of emulator to play them. The SNES Classic will play them if you know how to load them onto your machine. I'm playing on a computer. Okay, wall clip, that was weird. Um, I'm playing on a computer with a Super Nintendo controller. And I'm using an emulator called SNES 9X. In so basically, you have to have a copy of the Mario World ROM, which is a read-only memory, which is basically the game. Every like game cartridge that you have for Nintendo is sorry, I was looking at the latest. I have a live election thing going next to me, so I was looking at the latest post. Um, so yeah, so you have to have when on every Super Nintendo cartridge there is um a piece of game code called a ROM, read-only memory, and that contains all of the code for the game. And so the original Super Mario World ROM, um, you have to have a copy of that, which um, there are places you can find it, although there's less now because Nintendo like started cracking down on them a little bit. But fuck, I was talking, not paying attention. Um, Once you have that, you can download a patch, a ROM patch from Super Mario Central, smwcentral.net, and then you can use. There's like various programs that you can get to patch your ROM that you have, the original Super Mario World ROM, and that is how you make a ROM hack, or that's how you can play a ROM hack. It's actually like it seems like it's a lot of steps, but it's actually super simple. Like once you like do it the first time, once you have like all the stuff that's set up for it, like I can go and pick up a file and have a ROM hack in like 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. Oh my god, that was a terrible. So I wonder if you can just do that. I wonder if it's. I wonder if that's just supposed to be a like regrab one timer jump. That was bad. That was bad. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, I'll send out a picture of everything. I'll send out a picture of my setup. I'm also getting a new I'm supposed to be getting a new desk. I forgot to actually call my grandpa today and ask about it to make sure it's going to be done by next week. But I'm actually getting a new desk um, sometime in the next week or so. Yeah, we went and got the wood a couple weeks ago, and then we started cutting it, and then he was working on it and decided that like the stuff we got for the frame wasn't gonna work. So this last weekend we went and got some more wood and cut that. So I think he's putting it together right now. Boom, boom. I think I just need to hold there until I jump off that second Goomba. Yeah, he's probably gonna paint it black. He made the desk that I'm using now, and we painted it black, and it's gonna go right next to this one. So I think we're just gonna go black again. But it depends. If we don't have time, like maybe just like leave it or something. I don't know. That was weird. Dude, we're only like a third of the way through this class. And I can already feel it. Also, a soda right next to me to cut it a little bit. Ooh, man. Drinking that soda after that is not pretty. Boom, boom. No, I'm playing on a laptop right now. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm playing on a laptop right now that I bought like 4 years ago as like a gaming laptop because at the time I was planning on doing a lot of traveling for work. Um, but it is starting to get old, so I'm actually saving money right now to build another one. My first priority was the the Xbox and the PS5, so those, and we took care of those. So now that we've taken care of those, we can see. I think it's just like one of those, and then boom up. I think that's what the play is there. You okay, puppy? Oh shit. So like the biggest thing that like I'm seeing tonight is that like I gotta let go center is like that the electoral college is the problem, right? With American voting, should I say? Electoral college and gerrymandering. If you don't know what those two terms are, I highly advise you look them up. But I can give you a short civics lesson on the two. Fuck me. You know, right. So basically, the electoral college is what says, like, when everyone talks about, like, oh, well, your vote doesn't really count. Well, yes and no. The electoral college is every state in the union has a certain amount of points or electoral college votes that it can use. Yo, that's the play right there. Too much. Too much. Too much juice. Okay, so we know how to do that part a little more consistently. That's fine. And so each what's it called? Each state gets a certain amount of votes, electoral college votes. So I think I need to go when it's. I need to just go a little further. That was not the right timing. It was just wrong. And so basically, like, if one person wins Arizona, I don't know the exact numbers, but like, if one person wins Arizona, they get like Arizona's 5 votes. And so there are like, I forget how many there are. There's 269 on each side, right? Or for, so there's 4, 5, 38, 538, 538. That makes sense. There's 538 votes. Fuck me. There's 538 electoral college votes. And what that does is, you need 270 to win the election. But, say there's 10 million people in California. And California has like 10 votes. And there's 8 million people in Florida, and Florida also gets 10 votes. Well, so say, and then say there's like Maine, and we'll say Maine has 1 million people and gets 1 vote. Just for the sake of arbitrarily numbering. So, like, okay, so say candidate A wins Florida and Maine with 9,000 votes. They get 11 electoral college votes, whatever you want to call them. And candidate B gets 10 million votes from California, but they only get 10 of the electoral college votes because it's only one state. So, candidate B, which had 10 million votes, loses the election to candidate A because candidate A had 11 electoral college votes and candidate B only had 9 votes, whatever, 9 votes. But the problem with that is that the you think about democracy, is that candidate B had 10 million votes. Well, if candidate B had 10 million votes and candidate A only had 9 million votes, why did candidate A win? Well, the electoral college. And this goes like into a bunch of other things, right? So like, this just goes into a lot of like weird stuff about how that all plays out, right? So there's the electoral college vote in America, and there's also what we call the popular vote. The popular vote is what essentially doesn't matter. Oh, a 2 new posts over here. Let's see what they are. The popular vote is your vote. So, like, when people say your vote doesn't count or your vote doesn't matter, what they're talking about is this electoral college versus the popular vote. So the popular vote doesn't actually matter. Your vote in the popular vote doesn't actually matter. because the popular vote doesn't decide the election. Popular vote is just a consensus of what America thinks, who America thinks should win the election. But because of the Electoral College, which was designed to, it was actually designed with good intentions, although it's now a yes and no. So what you're concerned, so the popular vote is like everyone voting together, so like the country as a whole. So like when you think, if there's like 100 million votes or whatever that are done, whoever has the popular vote, it's just overall for the country. So you can have 60% of the popular vote and still lose, theoretically, because you could win like one state that has a lot of population, but a small amount of um, electoral college points. You can win that like 100%. You can get every single vote in there. But if you lose a bunch of smaller states that add up to be more electoral college votes but less population, that's how you have someone win the electoral college that doesn't win the popular vote. And like the reasoning behind that is because back in the day when America was first founded, like there it wasn't it wasn't like America wasn't like it is now. It wasn't, there's city as far as you can see, there wasn't like anything. Like it was basically like, you think about how the the freeway is between here and Phoenix, and there's a lot of like dirt and everything. Like that's how most of America was, right? So like a lot of it was farmland, or out west, particularly. Now the west is very populous. When this all came to be, like in the beginning, you had, it was the Wild West. So votes in like places with not populated areas, like they wanted those places to have still have a decent say in the election. If, especially because it's such a large country and opinions on things varied in different areas of the country, right? So they didn't want people in, California, the very small population of California at the time, to feel discredited by not being, not having a say, right? Because they were very big on the no taxation without representation front. Oh shit, I should just jump over there and go up when it's time. So they were very big on that front, like, the whole thing about votes and everything. So then you get into like districts and stuff like that. So each each electoral college vote comes from a particular representative. And some states do this differently, and that's one of the reasons that like elections are so weird. Is like some states have a design like this area that's districted here gets this vote. So like whoever wins like out of Maricopa County gets one vote, and Arizona doesn't do it that way. But like that's just how like the district, like you do districts and stuff. They're kind of like counties, and some states still do it this way. Um, so some states still do it that way, and some states just say whoever wins in the popular vote of the state gets all the votes, and like that. So that's where again we have like this big like you know different like other stuff. You have this big discrepancy in how America is run. as a country, um, in terms of states government versus like the national government. So if so basically what it comes down to is there's a number of states that like are very predominantly one-way thinking. Like you have Texas is a bad example of this because Texas is having some issues tonight. But Texas is a very like red or Republican state, and so all of their votes would go towards the Republican nominee, in this case Trump. Whereas like a place like Oregon and Washington are very blue heavy states, so all of their votes would go towards that. And so each one of those has like Texas has like 16 votes, but Washington as a state may only have like 10 votes. And so that's just it kind of it's unbalanced. And I forget what the determining factor is. Oh my god, I can't believe I fucking hit that spike. For like how many votes you get, but like that's what causes it. What did I mix it with? It looks like Arizona is tentatively being called for Biden right now, which is a swing state vote, man. Oh god, my group chat has uh 56 text messages in it. So that drink is not mixed at all. So, shit, I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about what I was gonna say next. So, like, when you talk about, yeah, it comes pre-mixed with, it's like, I forget what's in it, but there's like a bunch of different juices and then rum. But I got it from, I think, like Fry's or Safeway, and it came pre-mixed. The ones that are pre-mixed are usually a little heavier on the alcohol content because they are like it's like a Bacardi brand or like Jose Cuervo brand of like whatever drink mix and everything. So they want it to be strong because like they want their tequila, their alcohol to be the star of the show. But when you get it out in like a restaurant or something, they don't want the alcohol to be the star of the show because they want to use as little alcohol as possible for their drinks because by doing that it saves them money. Um, so that's also very interesting. Like just like a tidbit of alcoholism for you. Um, but so thinking back to like the election and everything. So see right now, Joe Biden currently has, of the votes that are counted, he leads the election 54 million votes to 52 million votes. But um, like some of that voting is in states that he won heavily. Like you think about California. California has what, tens of millions of people? Shit, I went too late. And tried to make up for it, but I hit the spikes. Like so like I don't know, it's just like it skews. yeah, and I think that's like, so then you kind of get into like, you get into this whole thing like the stigma of the two-party system, right? Which is just, it's an important part of the United States history, was that there were Democrats and Republicans used to actually be on the same side when America was founded. They had um, the Nationalists or the Federalists and the Democratic Republicans, and eventually the Federalists went away, and we became the Democrats. The Democratic Republicans took over, and then about 100 years ago, um, I don't know if it was 100 years, some point in the last 100 years or 150 years, because I think it was like the 1890s when it happened, um, is what I'm guessing based on my memory. Uh, Democrats and Republicans actually switched sides. Right around, I forget what it was, but there was a national event, and like things happened, and both sides were like, "Oh, we're on the wrong side of thing." Yeah, it's just me. So like Republicans from 100 years ago very much probably would be more in line with democratic values now, whereas Republicans would be vice versa. But so when you get the stigma of the two-party system, right? It's um, you get outlier concepts that tend to reverberate within the entire party, right? So you have someone like Bernie Sanders, who he very much had some socialist ideals, but I think he had a lot of the socialist ideals that have been known to work, not just necessarily like, hey, let's do socialism, guys. Um, but so the Republican people take that and they say, to all Republicans and everyone, you know, Democrats generally like gun control, more stronger gun control. Um, so the Republican Party as a whole takes that and says Republicans want to take your guns, or Democrats want to take your guns. Sorry. And so now all gun owners are all of a sudden like, whoa, I want to keep my guns, so I'm against Democrats. When like that's not a like party platform. That's not like something that every Democrat wants. That's not something that like if a Democrat gets elected, like that's not what's going to happen for sure. Like the average American is ignorant to the way the government works, I think, in my opinion. Just like when presidential candidates on both sides promise to do things that like are not necessarily in their control, right? You have these, every president, I'm going to lower taxes. Okay? That's not necessarily something that you alone can control. You have to like work with the Senate and the House of Representatives to do that. You know, because of the checks and balances and everything. So, like to just come out and say that, like, but people believe that shit. People believe what they hear on both fronts. They believe the positive media, they believe the negative media, and people hear and people hear and pay attention to what they agree with, right? So when um, you have someone like Trump who says like, "Oh yeah, the racist groups, they're good people. Well, then people that are like internally are like, oh yeah, like I'm racist. Those people are like, then like, oh well, Trump is okay with racism, so like if we vote for Trump, then maybe racism's okay. We can bring back saying the N-word. We can get, the minorities out of our town, out of our city, like out of our lives, like all that stuff. Like, and that's a small minority, but that's just like one generality, right? And like it works both ways for both positives and negatives for everyone. So there were like a number of ads that I saw on YouTube over the last like 3 months, because that's how long I've been doing it for, that are like, Trump ads that are like, Biden's gonna raise the taxes, and that's all they say is Biden's gonna raise the taxes. Well, what they don't say is that Biden's gonna raise the taxes on people that make more than $200,000. A vast majority of the people watching those ads probably don't make $200,000. And so there's a lot of like that goes around where it's just like people are dumb. People read everything they want. Like my mom. My mom's not. I don't think my mom's like a dumb person, but she's ignorant to the way that like people try to trick you, and like advertising agencies trick you and all that stuff, She used to get like Newsweek every week and believed like everything they said. Fuck. I need to get a running start and do a regrab right there. Edging out to that corner is not working. Let's see. It's like a lot of those like weird. It's a lot of things like that. Like people read shit that they see online. I don't know, probably like 2 or 3 hours. Not as long as you think I have been, but longer than I would like to be. One of the guys that's in here quite often, Type 2 Mound, he was working on a level in a much harder hack that he was on the level for like 10 hours, 10 plus hours. But I'm also like, I'm not super focusing. We're chatting, we're hanging out. I'm looking at election stuff. I'm drinking. Like the drinking is automatically going to make my level of gameplay come down like considerably. I don't know. I think he might stream tomorrow morning, maybe, or like during the day. He usually streams during the day. Um, he just beat that level that I was talking about. On Monday, yesterday, maybe I think. I think he beat it yesterday. Might have been yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. So he didn't stream today. I actually haven't talked to him at all today. Yeah, he was having some tough times with that level, but he beat it. He beat that level, and he beat 2 other levels. I think he beat 2 other levels. Maybe he beat 1.5 other levels. Ah, I need to be better about that jump. So like, and then you can always like, you could like if you wanted to like cheat or whatever. Like if you were like, oh, well, this level's taking me too long. I like to beat the levels all the way through, but you could theoretically save state. So save stating is basically like you save a copy of like where you're at in the level. So like let's look at this right here. I'll show you. So like here, I could be like, oh, save state. And then I run off and I'm like, oh, I died. And I just do that. Like I could do that. I'm not going to because I like beating levels from beginning to end. But you could theoretically do that if you wanted to. And some people do that. Some people definitely do that in terms of shit. I keep stopping right here like an idiot. Some people do that. I'm getting frustrated on this level. The drink has gone to the hands, my friends. 53 minutes. Not bad. My reaction time is slowing down. We've had too much alcohol already. We've got half a class to go still. So yeah. But yeah, I'm not like... I really just wanted to hang out. I did look at some nose trimmers. I have to have money to buy one. I don't want to buy a cheap one. I bought a cheap like beard trimmer like 3 years ago, and it broke after like 6 months. And so I got a nice one for Christmas that year after that one broke, and that one's like been perfectly fine. So I don't want to go and get one for like $15 or anything, but like I'll, you know, so I'll probably like ask for a nice one for Christmas or something. Fuck, I let go that too easy. Yeah, I'm definitely having, like, there's input lag from the controller because I'm using an emulator. Like, that's just, like, nature of the beast type shit. But I'm also on, like a short delay because of my drinking tonight. Yeah. Especially with all the allergies and shit that I have. Probably need to get one pretty soon. Let's see what our four new posts are. There's just a lot of analysis right now. So some states, what do you use to record YouTube videos? So I use a program called Streamlabs. So there's two programs, right? Well, there's two things you can use. I use Streamlabs OBS because Streamlabs, I used to use OBS, where OBS is like open broadcasting software or something like that, and that is what I use to like add, like build all of the stuff that you see on the screen right now. And then there was another program called Streamlabs that did all the alerts. So like when someone follows or donates money and you see the stuff pop up on the screen, that's Streamlabs. Streamlabs recently, like I'd say less than a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, came out with a combined program called Streamlabs OBS, where they just like basically took the two programs and jammed them together, and that's what I use. A lot of people don't like using the one that's like jammed together because there's some stuff in here that is limited. Because you're limited to using Streamlabs stuff instead of using like some other outside stuff. Some other outside stuff doesn't always work with this version of OBS. But I'm pretty... Yo, Type 2 is here. Drew drinks in Korosu. We're like 3/4 done with our drink, I think. Shit. We have a nice little hurricane that we've been working on. So it's just so long, and I'm like half drunk now. So I've gotten to the piranha plant. And I keep fucking up the jump to get to the piranha plant. And now I'm all like, there's like 4 Luigis. There's actually a Mario on screen too. See what I mean? It was a long day, man. It was a long day, and okay, sure, whatever. It was a long day of work, of family stuff, election nonsense. I'm actively following the election right now just because like I like statistics and garbage. I actually hate myself. Piranha plant. Guys. You guys hear about the electoral college shit? Man, come on. I don't know if that's me being drunk. Me being drunk is just like me sleeping. I'm like... Imagine just playing Mario and be like, oh, guys, I'm so tired. I can't do this part. I gotta focus. I think Arizona, from the last I had heard, I believe Arizona passed the recreational marijuana is now legal in Arizona, I believe, or at least Pima County, maybe. I don't know what it is. Let's see what my wife says. Alright, let's look at the posts real quick. See what we got here. Latino voters. Solid. I do not partake. I actually never have. So, but I mean, I know that there are a lot of people out there that it helps, and that you know, can do it responsibly. I think it does need to be regulated. I think it does need to be, you know, controlled. But you know, let people do their stuff, man. And we're not going to know the results of like the presidential election for like 4 or 5 days. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. We will have to see. Oh, fuck. I keep letting go of the jump button when I hit the roof for some reason. I'm like, no! I can definitely feel like not being as reactive. So if I beat this level drunk, then that'll be impressive. So just for my curiosity, how much is after the piranha plant? Like, am I only like halfway through the level? If like, is that the last like obstacle? What's the deal there? Pretty close. No. All right, we're done with the drink. We are moving on to our soda from this afternoon that's all watered down and gross. But sometimes liquid is liquid, you know? Oh, that was... Yeah, that was... we shortchanged that second one. So we finished this Visage last night. Say it right or my wife's gonna yell at me again. And like, so I found out there are 3 different endings. I've only seen one of them. I've only seen one of them, but I definitely type 2, man. Type 2, like by a landslide. He's also the more consistent Mario player. I think if I played more Mario, I think we might be a little more even. I still think he'd be better. But he also plays way more consistently than I do. Boo. My god. My wife's phone is on loud. I heard it ding from the other room. Bing! Alright, so if you guys ever wanted, like... Yeah. Whereas I just got done playing Visage. Oh, man. Dude. I'll stick around with you guys for a little bit longer. We may not make some Mario progress, but we'll have a fun time, I think. We'll tell some jokes, have some laughs. You fucking dick. Has anyone here not seen Die Hard? If you haven't seen Die Hard, I urge you to see Die Hard immediately. Watch it right now. Yeah. I beg of you. We're watching it. I don't care. We're watching it this Christmas. Hmm. What? 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 Oh yeah, I knew about that like a long time ago. Um, I guess I'm not playing anything scary, so it's okay tonight. Yeah. Okay. Saw hitboxes are stupid. Yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. They even say ho 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 in it at least once. The second one is not. I would not I'd say it's probably not a Christmas movie. The first one is definitely a Christmas movie. Oh man. The first one and two take place at Christmas time, but number one references Christmas several times, where number two does not. I think it references Christmas like once, and it's only in regards to like they have flights that are up there, and they're like, we have people that are trying to get home for Christmas. And it's like, okay, well that's like, okay. His whole like John McClane's whole like trying to reconcile with his wife who lives in a different like state, like that whole thing is just fascinating to me. All right, so let's get a running start. Oh my god. 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 Can I not spin jump on those guys? Well, now you know. The more you know. Die Hard is a fantastic Christmas movie, man. I should do a movie podcast. Movie podcasts are bomb. I don't have time to do movie podcasts. We should watch. We should like rate. We should rate movies every week on this stream. If movie theaters were open and I was going to movies more often, like I would definitely. We'll rate movies on this. We'll talk about movies. We'll be like, all right, you guys watch it. Come back. We'll talk about it Wednesday. Maybe we'll do like film Fridays. Nah. Maybe something I don't stream reliably on Fridays. I think like Thursdays. Maybe Thursdays. Thursdays seem like a reliable stream night for me. I've tried doing a podcast a couple times and like it just never like it's hard for me like even this like even doing like this is hard for me just to talk about something for like an hour like by myself, and I never had like people that wanted to like be on. So, but I mean, we could do something like Thursdays, like Thursday nights we do like a book club, but for movies, you know. I would be down if you guys want to do that. I'd be down for watching like a movie a week to chat with you guys about. No. If I beat this level after having that whole drink, we may have to really rethink our life choices. Okay, so he's got to jump and then get in there. He stopped. He stopped and it threw me off. Damn it! Alright, so starting the, I'll think about the way we want to do it, and then this Thursday we will talk about. I'll pick a movie to talk about. We'll go through it. If you guys want to come and hang out, and then this Thursday we'll pick another movie, and then you guys will have a week to watch it, and then next Thursday we'll talk about it. And I'll try to pick stuff that is available. Like, I think you both have Netflix or Hulu, so I'll try to pick something that's like available on those, or like that maybe you've already seen. Um, get Type 2 involved. Get him watching some movies. Although he doesn't seem like a movie guy that much. Oh, that's horseshit. That was crap. That was complete crap. We're there though. We're gonna get in it. We're getting in that pipe today. I don't know if we'll be the boss tonight, but we're getting that pipe today. Boo. I don't know if... I don't know. I don't know if I'm just drunk, not understanding what you're saying, Sebastian, or if you had some misspellings there or something. So what's something you guys want me to talk? What's a movie you want me to talk about? Fuck me. He's a drummer type of guy. Yeah, he's a musician. He does lots of music. Ooh, there are 10 new posts on the. Let's look at that real quick. Let's look at our 10 new posts. 13 new posts. Oh my god. Let's see. So there's some weird misreporting of Philadelphia ballots. Um, diversity voting. I mean, I can talk about an old movie or anything like that. As long as I've seen it, I can probably talk about it. Georgia is apparently very, very close. Interesting, interesting stuff. Yeah, you guys pick a movie. I'll talk about it. We'll break it. We'll break it down. Talk about like the whatever you guys want, man. We'll do it. I recently rewatched Tremors. Like, so if I was gonna pick a movie, I would pick Tremors. It's a fantastic monster movie. Not really a horror film, more like a B horror comedy type of thing. I think it kind of like starts out wanting to be a horror movie, but it's a monster movie, and like many monster movies aren't always about horror, right? Monster movies are about the the thrill of the chase, the not understanding what the monster is. How do you kill the monster? We don't know anything about it. Um, Tremors is, in that respect, a very good monster movie. It's got to be top 5 monster movie, right? You've never seen Tremors? Man, Tremors is about a small town in Perfection, Nevada. That I'm drunk and I can't jump straight. It's about these worms, giant worms that live under the ground that eat people, and it's in a '90s era um, small town in the middle of Nevada that's all dirt. So it's a valley, Perfection Valley in Nevada. It's all dirt, and so like the monster just goes at wherever it wants because it goes into the ground and then it comes out and eats people. If you haven't seen it, I have a copy of it. It's one of my favorite monster movies of all time. Like it's just like it's beyond good. It has Kevin Bacon in it. They've made like 6 sequels now, but the first one's pure amazingness. The second one I think is actually one of the sequels that I like a little bit better. What's going on, Type 2? We're talking about doing a Thursday night movie club. Um, and I think this Thursday we're gonna start with Tremors. It's a B-list horror movie from like the '90s. It's very good. It's not like if you wanted to watch a horror movie that wasn't really a horror movie, I would tell you to watch Tremors. It's really good. I know you don't like horror. It's a little more comedy than horror, but it's also very actiony. It's got some good stuff in it. It's got Kevin Bacon. Tremors is the shit, man. But yeah, we were talking about doing like a movie club on Thursday night. Like we'd all watch the movie during the week or something, and then I think you guys saw Slither when you went to Grandpa's house. Evolution is a very good movie. It's a nice little comedy. But yeah, I like talking about movies and like breaking movies down and all that stuff. So like there's something that you guys want me to like break down, I'm for it. I got to the last jump while you were gone, type 2, and the dry bones juked me, and so I tried to like turn back, and I went right into the spike. But I've seen the final pipe. I've seen the final pipe. Whether or not we get to the final pipe tonight is still up for debate, because I don't know how long I've got left in me, because I'm like super right now. But, you know, we're getting there. Boo. Yeah. Dude, the last jump. It didn't look that bad. It looked kind of tight with like getting in the pipe underneath the thwomp. But I didn't even hit the dry bones, because I jumped out to go to the dry bones and he stopped to throw a bone, and I tried to make it back so that I could like redo the jump again, and I just hit the spike. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Aw, come on. Had too much momentum there. Too much Uncle Mo. Dude. I just cannot get this jump. Is the green screen like really bad? Like, I feel like the green screen's really bad, like really off. But also I feel like my eyes are also just like super deceiving me because of, you know, the amount of rum in my system. Fuck. Boom, boom. I'm committed. I'm committed to beating this level. Hopefully, I'm hopefully committed to beating this level. That was so much. That is so much worse. Alright, let's pop out. So, I've heard from the powers that be on Twitter that Microsoft is overnighting their the consoles that were pre-ordered from the Microsoft Store. So they aren't actually going to be shipping out until the 8th or the 9th, which is cool when you think about, you know, they don't want anyone to get them early. It's not cool when you remember that the 11th is a holiday. So I don't know if the like UPS or FedEx or whatever they're sending them through runs on that day. So like, oh yeah, well no, I'm not getting it. Don't get it on the 10th. Maybe I'm not getting to the 11th. Like, is it getting delivered at all? Like, blah blah blah. There's so much stress, man. Dude, the next 2 weeks of like election and consoles and everything, so much stress, through the roof stress. I'm just not doing a good job right now. I don't know how much longer we're gonna do, you guys. So what's your guys' favorite books? Let's talk about that. What's your favorite book? My favorite book? Well, my favorite book now is probably different from what it was in high school, when I was actually a more active reader. My favorite book now is actually probably a tie between both The Martian and Ready Player One, which were originally books before they were made into movies, but they are now movies. um, my favorite book in high school was called Ender's Game. Ender's Game is also a movie now, about 25 years after it was a book. Might have to go all out and cop the Xbox refrigerator. Yeah, the Xbox refrigerator is pretty cool. I just found it weird, like, I kind of wonder if it's like, if they're like refrigerator. So they actually made, I think they actually made an Xbox refrigerator. But I kind of wonder if it's an actual refrigerator, because they had a console inside of it, and it's like, that seems not safe for a console to be in there. Ah, we grabbed too late. But so Ready Player One is about there is a Earth Defense Agency that is fighting against these aliens that want to come to Earth, and I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Um, so they are fighting against these aliens. Nice, get in it, man. You're winning all the giveaways right now. Type 2 is here with no sound. It's all good. It's all good, man. Throw up gang signs. Um. So, anyways, they're fighting aliens, but no one really knows about it. Well, so it's an Earth Defense Force that like takes kids to a battle school where they learn to like be army people in space. Um, and they basically use this like game to determine who's going to be good and who's not going to be good. Fuck me. At being like a general and stuff and leading a fleet battalion and stuff. And so they do all this stuff. Like basically, he goes to like military school in space for a while, and eventually he like become Ender's the guy. He becomes a standout student and like leads, like he becomes like a house leader and all this stuff. And he wins all their things, wins all their games, does all this shit. And they send him to this special school where him and a couple of his generals that he's been like training with and everything, or his like people, the people under him that are working with him in this training, go and they do this simulation where they're like trying to lead like this fleet across a solar system / universe type thing. And basically what happens is he ends up like destroying this simulation. Like he like kills it. He's like he blows up the hive mind of the aliens, all this shit. And at the end he finds out that like it wasn't a simulation, it was all actually happening, and he just won this secret war that we're having against the aliens. And like that's the whole book. And like there's sequels and everything that like go a lot more in depth about like a bunch of other stuff that go on. There's one called Ender Shadow, which is actually one of his like generals. It's the same exact story, but through like one of his general's eyes, or one of his like corporals, lieutenants, whatever they are, like one of the people under him. It's through his eyes. It's a really good book. It's a pretty decent movie. I didn't like the movie as much as I liked the book. But yeah, that's the book that I've really enjoyed for a long time. The other two books, The Martian and Ready Player One, are both more mainstream, like newer. Ready Player One is about a VR game that basically the entire world plays, and the guy who invented it died and left his fortune as a like a contest in the game. You had to find all the pieces of the puzzle to win his fortune. And basically, like, this one guy, no one can find it for like 10 years. And then this one kid stumbles upon a clue one day and, like, starts out. Like, how things work and everything, so. Fuck, man. That's a tough ass jump. And I think I'm just making it worse, I think. I think I need to start farther back, maybe. And just go, like, do a little bit more, like, regrabbing. Yeah. The Martian's about a guy who they're doing, like, a Mars expedition, and a windstorm comes and, like, blows up all their shit, so they have to make an emergency evacuation. And one guy gets like stabbed with some equipment while they're trying to escape, and they leave him behind thinking he's dead, and he's actually not, so he has to live on Mars for like 8 months until they can come rescue him. So Georgia isn't going to have their results until noon tomorrow. They're in a close race right now, so we probably won't know election stuff until tomorrow or Thursday, honestly. Yo, we did it. Come on. I'm blame that one on the alcohol. I think I need to re-grab that, like to fall a little quicker, fall a little slower. It's more distance on there. And then Ready Player One. So I explained both those. Okay, yeah. So the Martian is like, and basically the entire book for the Martian is done in like a blog type form. It's video logs that he's doing, but I've heard some of his music. He's played some of his music on his stream before. That's the jump I need to make. That's, oh my god, that's not what it is. It's not a downpipe. It's not a downpipe. You just run off and hit the Goomba. Oh my god. I thought it was a downpipe. Use whole jump and hit the Goomba. Dude, now I don't know if I'm actually close or not. Wow. So I just saw a thing that said if you plug in, so like, this is the other thing. Okay, so we'll talk about elections again for a sec, right? So another major flaw of this whole election process is reporting, right? And reporting is done. I'm not talking about like states like counting reporting or anything, right? But like the actual news that's reporting shit. No, I didn't. I just want to hold jump there. Hold jump, hold jump, hold jump, hold jump. So, media outlets like ABC, Fox News, AP, like all those people, they will say that they think so and so won a state based on like early numbers because they want to be the first ones to report it, right? They want to be the first ones to say like, we think Trump's gonna win, we think Biden's gonna win, we think Joe Jurgensen's gonna win. And so they do it based on the numbers that they think are needed to win, which in some cases is a very high like probability, and then some cases is a very low probability. Like not I guess not low, but like for in for instance, Georgia was pronounced by one place as a Trump win. And now, after there's been some like weird voting stuff going on, like where like votes weren't counted because of electrical thing, like software defects, or like the Atlanta votes that like with the pipe thing that went wrong, like that stuff, like now they're saying, oh well, I guess maybe we prematurely did that. So, like that's a problem, obviously. But if you go by everything that's been said, so fuck me, everything that's been said so far, all the places that have claimed victory, there is an 88% chance that Biden wins the election. An 8%, I think it's 8%. What was it? What did it say? 88% chance that Biden wins, 6% that Trump wins, and 6% that there's a tie. A tie, I don't think, I'd have to go to the history books. I don't remember. I don't recall that there's ever been a tie in a presidential election. But if you're a Biden voter, that certainly sounds very good. But again, it's all based on like what who you want to believe and like what numbers are what until tomorrow or Friday or whatever. Like when everything's been final. Oh my god, I was holding down jump button. When everything's been finalized, that's like when you'll really know. But if you want to go by like statistics and what everything has yet, then Biden has a lead currently. How many do we think? I have 90 unread messages in my group chat. Wait a minute. Wait. All right. Let's do this. Look through my chat real quick. Alright. So we're back. Just got, just had to look at all this stuff, We got some just weird, man. Yeah, that was a mistake to just go. I was just trying to like go through everything, like be quick about it, Sometimes when you do that, like it just lines up for you. Man, it's gonna be a close vote. I just need a whole. I need to just like. I don't know how to do that part. I think maybe just like a small jump, maybe. That's bad. Dude, it's nuts. Nuts. That was impressive. Fuck, just ran off the edge. Alright, we're starting to fade here a little bit, I think, guys. Might be time to pack it in here. We give it another 12 minutes. We'll go to 11. 11 our time. Yo. I will probably stream tomorrow, although I don't know yet if it's just the afternoon or if it will be a night stream too. But I will definitely stream in the afternoon probably tomorrow, and then the night is a little more up in the air. It depends on what my wife is doing and if she wants to like spend some time together. Yo, we fixed it. Ah, too much return back. Oh. Have a good night, man. I appreciate you stopping by and watching. Stay safe out there. Have fun with everything, and no matter what happens, like, just stay safe. Have fun. Take everything one day at a time. Oh, that's a dirty fucking move. That's dirty. I don't even know what to do there now. Like, you just pull left on that? Do you have to just run off? Like, is that the deal? Yeah. Yo. Dude, we hit the Kaizo at the very end, and I have no idea how to get past that. Like, in my brain, like, playing it back, I have no clue. I have no clue how to get past it. Ah, you're good, man. Be the piano man. I just don't know what I don't know what to do about it. Because it seems like that's already like a very tight section. And so I don't know if it's just like a pull back left, but then can I make that jump? Or is it like I did a small jump off the Goomba? Do I need to like just run off instead? Or see, is that like I think that's just a pull back. You hit it. So that time I just ran off. And I felt good about it. So pulling back might be fine. Doing a big jump right there might be fine. Like a little jump. I really want this door tonight. I'm gonna give myself another like 5 minutes though, because I'm fucking exhausted and I need to go to bed. I'm gonna need like an extra hour's worth of sleep tomorrow morning just to like not be hungover as shit. Quick left turn back. It just seems like that's a far jump to have to do a turn back on, you know? There's a lot of hot election posts right now in the blog that I follow. Boo. Boo. Fuck. I'm tired. Gonna get a good night of sleep in today. I'm just glad we don't have to throw anything on this level, you know? Throwing some shit in this level would be hardcore. Hardcore. Ah. Yeah. Knew that was going to be unlikely. That time I went too early. I was all, gotta go quick, gotta go quick. Ooh, that one. The saw almost left me. Important election blog posts. It's so easy to just get like sucked into this game for hours. Like, you know, I was only playing till 10 tonight, my time. And it's already 11. And then like after I got past 10, I saw that jump. I was like, oh, I'm only gonna play for another like 5 minutes. And now it's like 10 minutes later, and I'm like, but also like my wife's up, she's doing stuff, so she's not going to bed yet. And then the whole election thing, like I'm gonna be up for another half an hour, 45 minutes, probably reading that shit, going through my 9,000 group chat messages that are like, oh, Betfair has this person at this and this and this and this. It's like, just wait till tomorrow, man. I tried to turn back. I think that's a jump. I don't think that's a runoff. I have too much momentum for that to be a runoff. Eh. Ah! Dude, that fucking spike. Like, I was getting it pretty consistently for a while, and then now it's like, every once in a while it pops back into my life to hate me. This is probably one of those ones, it's like 5 minutes into the next stream, we're good. We're golden, man. Yeah, man, we're getting there. We're just like, I'm getting tired, man. Like, I don't have like the energy to like talk and play anymore that much. Like, some of that is like the alcohol, but some of it's just like I'm fucking exhausted. I took a nap. I didn't stream this afternoon because I took a nap, man. That's how tired I was. I disagree. I disagree with that spike block, sir. Alright, we'll get 5 more lives. 5 more lives and then I'm out tonight. I don't care if they're like bad lives, like dying on that first thwomp thing. It's 1. It's 2. It's 3. 4. Last life, gotta make it a good one. Oh, well. Alright. Can't believe it was that easy. Can't believe it was that easy, man. We're back. We're in here. We're doing it. We're doing it big. I got the checkpoint on my lunch break. It actually only took me about 5 minutes, I think. It was pretty awesome. Pretty fun. So let's do it. Let's just get in here. Let's pump in. We got a boss fight. Oh, shit. Okay. Sure. This boss fight seems like it's very tight, but I think it's okay. Haha, come on. Come on. Yo, type 2 was... I'm very, very bad at this boss fight so far. Is it gonna... I'm not getting to Wendy quick enough, man. Not getting to Wendy quick enough. I didn't jump. Didn't do the jumpy jump. The one time that I didn't like. Shit. Oh man, family drama's fun. Oh shit, that one came right at me. I was not expecting that. They've all been above me so far. This is the second half of the level that I was on. Shit. I got to. This is the checkpoint of that level that I was on. So we're almost there. We're almost done this level. It's one. Nope, it was too far under, and I should never have tried for it. Alright, so Wendy takes 3, right? 3 hits. Dude, what's going on, Agent? How you guys doing today? It's a nice Wednesday. Nice Wednesday in here, where we live. But also just nice Wednesday all around, man. Two. Fuck me. That was bad. Sorry, I had someone message me. Dude, today was good. Today was a good day. I think today was a good day. Oof. What happened to you guys? How was you guys Wednesdays? What'd you guys do? Oh, fuck. I gotta hold the jump button. Just gotta hold the jump button. What hitbox is that? That was it. We got 2 like really easily. Boo. We got this boss. This boss isn't gonna take us. We'll beat this before 11. Hey, you're not old enough to buy lottery tickets. Yeah, man. You won the one thing. You gotta get that fridge, man. Dude, the left side bullet bill right in your butt is some hot lore. Fuck me. Gotta hold the jump button. Dude, $10 and you walk to Walgreens sounds pretty awesome. Ah, It's bad. I was trying to do a small jump and I held the button down too long. Dude, I might still be drunk from last night. That's a real possibility. Ah, I knew I shouldn't have gone for it. I should just stay where I'm at. Shit. It never comes there. That Podobo can't, or whatever, fireball can't be random, is it? I know that the bullet bills are random. Although that one didn't seem random at all. Fuck, I should have went right. That was dumb on my part. So after the second one, go to the right side. If you can. I was worried about the fireball. We're like right there. We're right there on this level, man. Yeah, that was bad. I let go of the jump button and I needed to re-grab it, but ah, about 9 minutes. Yeah, I've only been doing the second part for 9 minutes. I got the checkpoint during my lunch break earlier. I played for about 15 minutes during my lunch break, and I got the checkpoint. That wasn't worth it. I need to switch to the other one if I get a chance. There we go. Fuck me, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking for the Wendy's. Yeah. For now I do, at least. Our office is currently closed. Shit. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. It's pretty fun. It's not too crazy or anything. No, I looked at chat and I've would you prefer doing that or working at the office? I don't know. It comes with its pros and cons, right? It's like working at home. I don't have to drive 45 minutes to and from the office each day, so I gain like an extra hour and a half of sleep and like other stuff. Um, I'm saving a lot of money by eating at home instead of like going out to eat at lunch every day or picking up something on the way to and from work. Um, I have a lot more flexibility with like what I'm like time that I'm working at home. But also I am less productive, so I end up working a little bit more usually because I don't get as much stuff done during the day because no one's like looking over my shoulder, like making sure that I'm working and if I'm home, then I can do other things while I'm like doing stuff. Like I have a call to take, but I don't have to be sitting at my computer. I can do laundry or do dishes or something like that. So, whereas like if I'm at work, what is that hitbox? If I'm at work and I'm on a call where I don't necessarily have to be doing something, I'll like be multitasking and doing other work. So, I mean, it just depends like on the day and how much work I have. If I have a ton of work and I need to focus, then like definitely I'd prefer to be in the office. Fuck. But if it's just like a normal day where I'm just kind of like figuring things out and going along my stuff, then working from home is much better. Shit, second one always go to the right. My bad. Alright, we got this. We got this a little bit longer, guys. Promise. Not too much longer. God, fuck. Fucking windy. The bullet bill threw me off there. Give me some good RNG. Give me some good Wendy RNG. That was it too. It was coming up right there on the left. For some reason I was thinking I had to jump over that one, and I was like, oh, it's not that one, but I forgot like I had to like move. Oh, that was good Wendy RNG too. I'm not paying attention to the bull bills. There's too much going on. I like the jump button when I jumped over the bullet bill. Alright, next chance I get, go to the other side. That's okay. It's also okay. I hit the button. I hit the button. Dude, I drank a bunch, we drank last night, and then I was up till like 2 in the morning doing, like, just watching election shit. And then I got up at 7 for a phone call, and like just did some work. So I'm just tired, like in general. Ooh, that was close. Pog. We knew we were gonna get it. It's just a matter of when. Is my green screen working okay for you guys? Like, I think it's like not as dark. Well, Luigi showed Wendy what's up. In the name of doing the right thing, he shall carry on to Bowser. Yes, he will. Dude, now we got, oh, this level's got 2 exits.